Greetings, welcome to week 3. This week we have 3 goals, 3 central goals. The first goal is that we are going to delve deeper into the lens of realism. By now you should know and understand the work of Thucydides and Machiavelli, specifically excerpts from The Prince that we focused on, and the Melian Dialogue, to give you an understanding of the basic tenets of realism. Also, Morgenthau and his 6 essential assumptions are key for the lens of realism. On Monday and Tuesday of next week, we are going to have our first Liska, what you should know after weeks 1 and 2. I guarantee you that a number of Morgenthau's essential assumptions will be on that quiz. So please know Morgenthau and know the 6 essential assumptions of political realism as he defines them. This week we're going to go a little bit deeper into realism and look at different variations and how realism has evolved over the years. And we're going to look at 3 specific types of realism. We're going to look at structural realism, and within structural realism we're going to look both at offensive and defensive structural realism. We're going to look at rational choice realism, and we're also going to look at the neoclassical realist, variant of realism. So our first goal is to gain a better understanding of the realist lens, and then of course we're going to apply that lens and what we learn to the international affairs that we're studying. The second goal is for us to understand the financial crisis, and to help us there, I've asked one of my classmates from Fletcher to help explain the financial crisis. Right now it seems to many of us, I would imagine, that it's just a financial thing, an economic thing, and it doesn't have implications as far as geopolitics goes. But I'm not sure that's correct, and if you just need to take a look at the magazines or the newspaper or turn on the news to realize that the negative effects that this crisis is having on the economics of different nations will have geopolitical effects and may in some cases cause turmoil, unrest, violence possibly. So we're going to try to understand the roots of that, and we're going to try to understand and predict how that may affect the political situation in the world. And as I said, a friend and classmate from my Fletcher class named Brian Perry is going to help us with a short lecture on that. His lecture can be found in the guest speaker lectures. He will be there starting on Tuesday, and he'll be there for the week. A third thing that we're going to have this week is we're going to have another video on Kashmir. And I know we just finished our study of Kashmir last week and our study of Pakistan and its importance. But another friend and classmate named Mandeep is going to give us her perspective, I guess, as a citizen of India on Kashmir. And so that will also be in the guest speakers list. Our third goal is to continue keeping up with current events and continue to use the theory that we're gaining and apply that theory to gain a better understanding of those events. And remember, please, the 4 goals of theory and the 4 reasons we use theory. 1, to describe, and the 2nd, to explain, the 3rd, to predict, and then the 4th, to prescribe. And so be thinking throughout the week what prescriptions you could come up with to solve the problems that we're facing and that we're learning about. Please remember that next Monday and Tuesday, the 16th and the 17th, our last 2 classes before Carnival, we will have our geography quiz on South America. We will also have our first Liska quiz. That will count as part of your grade. Okay? Have a good week, and I will look forward to seeing you online and in the halls. Take care.